Alright, so breaking the pattern, going to our duel map with Backtrack. Getting this Beauty Star stamp fighting Daisy. Let's go!
If I had to guess, I would say Backtrack is a map that involves a character named Backtrack who makes you backtrack.
Kinda. Close. So, Backtrack, a map that reverses your direction.
Okay.
It's an arrow that changes direction, and then you change the direction. Everyone says, I'm the fairest of all. Daisy.
Not sure they do.
Maybe they do in her own kingdom.
Sarasaland?
Yeah. Daisy is the princess of Sarasaland, as we all know.
From Mario Land.
This is Backtrack. They're the two arrows pointing at each other.
Is it one creature that is two arrows, or is it...
You'll see in a moment.
Okay.
You will see in a moment once we do the overview of the map.
Okay. Tell us the overview of the map. Is this legendary?
No, the dual maps are not legendary at all. Daisy's default partner is Sniffit.
Interesting.
Which is a little weird.
Yeah.
Like, it almost makes sense. Sort of.
It's a star!
Yeah, it's shaped like a star, and in the points, you've got the Backtrack arrow. Each of the point has its own little arrow guy, and it has the weird arrow space, which is different from the normal, like, space that sends you backwards. Because those were green. This one's yellow and red. When you land on it, the arrow changes direction, and then you're going around the map in the other direction. That's the gimmick of this map.
Okay.
So this one is 100% die rolling. There is no choice of direction ever. It is just a straight line in the circle around, and sometimes you change directions based on your die roll. That's it.
And sometimes your die roll is high enough to fight.
Yep. So, this one is kind of annoying, but also, like, I would just save scum my way through a lot of this at this point. Because you can do that. You can save and restart at the start of the turn, and, you know, whatever. So I would just, like, if I get into a situation where it's like, oh, I'm about to lose, let's just reset to where I was in a pretty good position.
Well.
God, Thwomp is such a worthless partner. Thwomp and Whomp are both pretty freaking useless with their inability to attack.
They're just big old blocks of rock.
Yep. And she had a Sniffit, and then I hit the Sniffit with my Koopa. Except it missed.
Oh.
Yeah. That's another weird thing, just the fact that some attacks can miss. I have the useless team completely.
Oh, is this a combination?
It's an earth-shaking combination. We saw that before, actually.
Okay.
It's earth-shaking combination. They're worthless.
You have so much money compared to the princess.
Yep.
Lucky!
Turns out I am good at this game. The mini-games to making the money with that. So I have all of the monies. I got a Piranha Plant. Because Piranha Plant is just a solid partner. It's real good. It's expensive, but it's real fucking good.
High attack.
Yep, 3 attack, and it can find dice blocks for you when you stop to give you extra movement. So that's how things really turn around. Is I just get Piranha Plant and then I attack twice and then I win.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So hey, we beat Daisy on the dual map.
Mario's the most beautiful.
Yep, he's proven this by beating up a princess.
I mean, he beat up a princess to prove he's lovely. So...
I mean, isn't violence beautiful in its own right?
Is it?
She lost.
Tumble's gonna say, oh, I lost. That's what she says.
No. Oh, I don't believe this. I've never lost, not even to my dad. Or so she says.
What? That's not what she said. And who's her dad?
I think there's an implication there that she had her father assassinated to take the throne of Sarasaland.
Okay, that's making a logical leap.
Yeah, I know it is. But, Anyway, we got our beauty star stamp.
Okay. So now we just need to be mischievous.
Yep. And I wonder what that's gonna be about. I got it. Earning the mischief step is no easy task.
What is that?
Wait!
Bowser's back.
Oh.
Bowser! Oh no.
You won't escape this time! You must battle me for the final stamp!
And there it is. There. But the star stamp isn't here!
You knocked it into the toy box's background.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
It's here. Waluigi is here and has put the star stamp in a cage. Who is that?
Who is this mischievous man?
I like this music.
Is this the first time Waluigi's gotten his own theme?
Yeah. My name is Waluigi. If you want the Mischief Star Stamp back, you've got to stop as I was saying.
Don't go copying my style! Ah!
You got something to say to me, then step right up.
Oh, he's not even afraid of Bowser.
Yeah.
I'll show you the power of the Koopa King!
And they fucking fight.
Not even on a battle map.
Yeah, they're just duking it out. Waluigi's got some fucking balls. And he can just beat up Bowser.
I would say that that was very courageous, very strong,
Mario, defeat my enemy.
very courageous, very mischievous.
Yeah. So I don't know how this happens. I don't know if, like, did Waluigi pay Bowser off to take a fall here? Did Waluigi... either he paid Bowser off or he cheated in some way. Because he's just a dude. He's just a dude that Wario met one day.
Yes.
I think, like, he's...
But consider this. Mario was just a dude.
Yeah. So
Waluigi knows the power.
He has an island. We're going to Waluigi's island. He has an island in the toy box. He is fucking crafty.
Yeah, he planned
So
this. Maybe.
while everybody else was going through and fighting stuff, Waluigi snuck in here. He's got tricky traps and crafty contraptions. So while everybody was off playing these games and facing each other to try and get the star stamps, Waluigi snuck into the toy box and just started building his power base. He built up his own island in the toy box, somehow got some kind of power or cheat or something that allowed him to beat the shit out of Bowser.
Probably just mushrooms.
Could be. His foot was huge at the
Yeah.
end after he kicked. Maybe he had, like, bricks in his shoes, metal-toed shoes, something
Or
like that.
maybe he had a power mushroom in his foot so that he had toe fungus.
If you can win on this island with wicked traps, you can retrieve the Mischief Star Stamp from Waluigi.
I'm not sure why Waluigi's going along with this. He doesn't really have a reason to.
Yeah, I mean, he only has the one star stamp. So he
that's true.
needs to convince to give him the rest so that he can claim ownership. Anyway, here's the map. It's kind of weird. It's like it's a very weirdly laid out 4-split. Everything is gears. We've got all these gear trees and gear flowers and piranha plants. He has control of the piranha plants. They obey him. They're carrying this dynamite over here, and that one's holding up a Waluigi sign. You're like, Waluigi is our master! Now here we just got a bunch of random crap in the water, like all this metal scrap that they built the island out of. Giant pile of dynamite! With a timer in the middle. And we got just like all this. That one's driving a crane?
Well,
With
yeah,
a
I mean,
wrecking
how else
ball?
are you going to construct... Hi, Cloud.
Cloud's there.
This giant effigy
All
of
of this,
Waluigi.
like, look at all this, like, just scrap metal thrown together to make a platform and bent up, and a bunch of piranha plants just kind of hanging around there.
Yeah.
And this island here has the piranha plants with a whole bunch of spaces that they are building the map out of.
Huh.
And you may notice that all of the spaces there are the same. It's all the item space.
That seems suspicious.
It is suspicious. Anyway, over here, look, there's a Luigi cutout. Let's some
Why
Goombas
is
nearby.
Luigi?
I don't know. He's a little obsessed with Luigi, weirdly. Anyway, here's a bunch of cardboard cutouts of Waluigi as well, and there's his name over there. And there's this big gear in the center, and that piranha plant
Another
has an inner
bank.
tube. And there's the bank, and that piranha plant just snapped Luigi's arrow sign, and you got more construction equipment, building stuff around, and here we got a Waluigi tank thing over by like a little pulling a Waluigi cannon house or something over to like this Waluigi outpost. The piranha plants be all cool there, and there's the Boo, and that one smashed Luigi's house with a giant hammer.
Was this supposed to be Luigi's Island?
It's entirely possible that this was originally like a Luigi Island.
Another board in the board game?
Yeah, like that's actually, yeah, I like that idea, that this was a board in the game that was Luigi's board that Waluigi took over and smashed everything. And anyway, so when you get to this gear in the center, you have to do action timed for what direction you go.
Uh-huh.
And the speed that the arrows go is variable. So sometimes it goes extremely fast and you kind of don't really have control over it. The happenings around this pile of dynamite make the counter tick down.
And possibly explode.
And when it ticks down to 1, then it gets red. And when it ticks down to 0, you get an alarm and then it explodes. And everybody in that circle loses all of their coins.
That's
all of
bad.
them. Up here in the upper right, there's this split in the road, and there's a trap on one of these two paths.
Okay.
So you
Which one?
gotta pick one of the paths, and hopefully you don't trip the trap, and hooray, I didn't trip the trap. And if you do there, and then you do trip the trap, and you fall in a hole, and you come out this pipe at the start.
Oh.
So there's a 50-50 chance that you will be able to go through there. So up here, the spaces on this island change every turn.
Oh.
At the start of the turn, it picks a new type of space, and every space on that island is that space.
Weird.
Yeah! Anyway, here's a Boo Bell. Just showing off item uses, because it's items. But here, we have a Boo repellent spray. Try to use it, and the Boo comes to get sprayed. There's weird gas all over the place, and he feels awful. So that's what it looks like when the Boo repellent
Free
works.
gift. Oh.
But you already have 3 items.
I want to. Go on, scram.
He goes back to laying down. If you have too many items, when he would give you a phone.
Anyway,
or
I guess Mario won.
Yep, so and then I won the map. It's Mario Party. You play Mario Party, and it's the game, and you do. And we got the S rank. That's all the Battle Royal maps S ranked. That's all the dual maps S ranked.
Alright. So that means...
I'll remember this. And off he goes. You made it all the way. Show me your stamp card.
Millennium Star seems a little suspicious.
Yeah, he does. But, hey, we got our last star stamp. Look at that.
That means that we get to claim ownership over the sentient.
Yeah, we collected all 7 star stamps, so now we own the Millennial Star.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, it's all flashy. And you got the Mischief stamp. Hooray. You got all the stamps.
Punch him in the back.
No, you let us.
Oh.
Don't think you've won yet. There's still one more whom you must battle.
Is it the Millennium Star itself?
Mario isn't not sure. He's trying to think.
Do you really want to know?
No, I don't want to know who I'm fighting. Just fight. I just
I'll
want to
fight
fight
anyone.
blindfolded.
It is I!
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, fight the Millennium Star.
If you defeat me, then I shall name you the greatest superstar in the universe!
Which was the point of owning me in the first place.
Final battle has come. Prepare yourself for the Stardust battle!
Is that a battle map?
No.
Oh.
Mario's determination